Ed, do you mind if I speak to Holly a little?
Do I have to listen to more of this?
No. Thank you. I'm just sorry that you got caught in the middle of my press conference.
Well, you're just sorry all over the place, aren't you, Ross?
I'm looking for the appropriate moment. I'm thinking during Jilly's interview, perhaps, to end this public speculation about you.
Well, why don't you tell the media you've been sleeping with my daughter? That ought to do it.
Holly, Blake and I are consenting adults. And we can do whatever we want, whenever we want, even if you do not like it. I just want the press to leave you alone. Now then, did you tell Ed about me and Blake?
Worried about your image, Senator? Yeah, I told him.
All right.
You know, I've been doing a lot of thinking this morning, and I think I figured out how this happened.
I told you how it happened.
Don't be naive, Ross. Do you really think Blake and you just found each other, that this was some sort of romantic serendipity? You don't know my daughter as well as I do.
What are you trying to say?
Revenge, Ross. Sweet revenge. You think someone as young and beautiful as Blake was interested in just you? You were a convenient tool that she could so easily manipulate in her scheme to get back at me.
What for?
For the loss of Alan Michael Spaulding, the big prize. She's been blaming me for that ever since I told Alan Michael what was going on and got her fired. I can't believe I didn't see this coming. She has been giving me advice on how to win you back. Just giving me ludicrous advice that was guaranteed to put you off while she was slowly seducing you. And she'd do a number on me. But then I'm not the only one she's made a complete fool of.
So you're saying the only reason she got involved with me was to hurt you?
Yeah. Did a number on both of us. She's probably sitting somewhere laughing right now at how cooperative we both were.
I think that's too cynical an interpretation. I mean, I understand that in the past Blake has been manipulative.
Yeah.
But with me, she was always vulnerable and very loving, and if she wanted revenge, she would have opened the bedroom door while I was in her bed the night of the blackout.
Well, she's very good, Ross. She was just getting started.
Oh.
Excuse me, the call on line 1 is from Blake.
Blake? Oh, Blake, where are you? Blake, we've all been so worried about you. I haven't been able... Blake? Damn it, she hung up. I think, Ed, I should have let you take that call. She didn't say, so I don't know what she's doing.
Are you worried she's going to blow all this to the press?
No, actually, that's of no concern at all, because I told Blake she can go public about our relationship whenever she wants.
That's just swell. Talk about being the last to know. Did you think how I might feel reading this in the headline of the, what's that rag, the Inquisitor?
Come on, Holly, this is not just about you and your concerns. Blake has feelings about it. She told me she would be very hurt if I regarded her as an embarrassment to my campaign, which I do not.
Your campaign? I don't think either one of you have given thought to anybody but yourselves during this whole thing.
Obviously, I cannot convince you otherwise.
No, you can't. You have been moved by nothing but your hormones.
Oh.
Thank you for being understanding as always.
I assume you want to talk about me and your stepdaughter?
Sounds like a good idea to me. Well,
I wish I could tell you how it all got started.
Why don't you try?
At first, she started playing games with me, seducing me. Every time I ran into her, she'd come on to me.
What did you do?
I told her in no uncertain terms to stop it.
But she wouldn't.
No. But it wasn't just the games that got to me. I mean, she was having a very tough time with Alan Michael's marriage to Eleni. Left her with zero self-esteem, and then Alan Michael fired her on top of that. She confided in me. She was very heartbroken, very sad. My heart went out to her. And on the night of the blackout, I found myself at her place and ultimately in her bed. And you must think I'm a horse's ass.
I'm in no position to judge. You and Blake are both consenting adults. Besides, there's part of me that thinks that this might be good for Blake. You're the first decent man she's ever been involved with. I'm not saying that Alan Michael is a bad man. I'm just saying he's not good for Blake.
I would like to tar and feather him for hurting her so badly.
Do you really care about Blake?
Yes, of course I do. Do you think I'd go to bed with her if I didn't?
It's been known to happen.
Yeah, well, not in this case. I am very fond of Blake, but it is so damn complicated, and I swear we never meant to hurt anybody, but you can tell how Holly's reacted to this.
Well, I guess when there's more than one person involved, it's almost impossible not to hurt somebody. What exactly are your plans here?
I don't know, Ed. After the blackout, I thought it was over with Blake, and I told her as much. And I tried to stay away from her, but we kept running into each other, and I simply couldn't resist. So, doctor, do you think I'm going through a midlife crisis?
It must be an epidemic.
What?
Ross, you're under a lot of stress. Your campaign is not a cakewalk. Do you think it's possible that you just got involved with Blake to blow off steam?
Very self-destructive way to get rid of some tension. Getting involved with Blake Thorpe seemingly made no sense at all on any level, and I thought I knew that from the beginning, and I swear I never meant to hurt Holly, but I could not stop thinking of Blake, and I still can't. Ed, I'm worried about her. I just wish I knew whether or not she was all right. I just want to know what time is my next appointment. Oh, for heaven's sakes. All right, tell him I'm on my way. Ed, thank you. And, if Blake calls again, would you make sure I find out about it? Thank you.
I forgot the reason I came. My migraines are back. I need a prescription.